Martina Jelínková and Dominika to deliver their presentation. And also let me wish a prompt recovery for Dominika, that as far as I know, she is at home affected by COVID. So the floor is yours, Martina.
Thank you very much.
We can start. So greeting to Florence and greeting to everyone who is watching now. My name is Dominika Pivarčiová, and I would like to present with my colleague Andrea Lačná our project about the local space of Central Pohronie region.
Slovakia is known for its beautiful nature, towns and villages rich in culture and traditions. Throughout the valley flows the river Hron, the second longest river in Slovakia.
Ski mountains on both banks of the river contain rare mineral wealth, ores of precious metal, and healing mineral waters too.
The wealth of healing waters caused the development of spas. Approximately 120 centers operated in Slovakia in the past.
The most spa experienced the greatest boom from the 18th to the beginning of the 20th century, and the golden era of spa industry was interrupted by both wars. Many spa areas changed or disappeared at the time.
Here we have rather small but historically long-known spas in the region.
So Sliač is the most famous spa in the Pohronie region. It is situated between Banská Bystrica and Zvolentown. And on these pictures, we can see the Palace Spa House, which is the biggest building in the Sliač Spa Resort. It was designed by Czech architect Rudolf Stockar in the 1930s.
Since the 1960s, Sliač Spa has been the only spa in Slovakia that treats cardiovascular diseases because its extensional mineral waters can be used in carbon therapy. In recent past, this spa was among the most sought after the Kingdom of Hungary.
And many important personalities were treated in Sliač. For example, the Hungarian King Matyar Korvin, the Archduke Joseph Habsburg, or Czech writer Božena Němcová, who got the subject of fairy tale salt over gold here.
The second is spa. Skalné Teplice is an ordinary spa. They originated in a small village originally inhabited by loggers. Warm waters float from a small travertine hill. It attracts gas from all over the world thanks to unique composition of spring water. There are available 7 springs with a temperature from 37 degrees Celsius to 52 degrees Celsius.
There are also some spa uniques in Skalné Teplice. The most famous is unique of cave stream bath called Parenica in Slovak. And it's unique hot bath in natural cave where it's really hot water with a temperature of 42 degrees Celsius. There is also a historical building of spa of Mary Teresa, and Mary Teresa enjoyed the spa and healing effects of natural water in Skalné Teplice in past in the 16th century.
Mary Teresa bath operated with a unique stained glass window, which is complemented by Czech painter Alfons Mucha.
And the last one of these small spas is in village Vihne. Despite the importance of mining and also ironwork and brewing, the village Vihne is most famous for its iron thermal water and medical spas. And the legend says that the miners came across a spring of water that was not only warm but hot, and it became the source of birth and later success of Vihne Spa. At the end of a war, the spa burned down, and today there is a modern water park, which we can see on the picture. On the right picture, we can see mammoth. It is creation of nature, and it is created by precipitation of calcium from flowing thermal water. The calcium overgrowth of remains leaves and the moss and create waterfall, which is high of 3 meters, and it shaped like head and trunk of mammoth.
The boulder field is a nature reserve located near the village of Bihne at the foot of Kamenná Hill. It's the result of the volcano activity. The nature reserve, with the area of 13 hectares, is composed of enormous pinkish and bluish rhyolite boulders.
Now, in short video, we would like to introduce Steiger Brewery. It's oldest brewery in Slovakia, where local beer is produced. It's also located in this small village, Bihne. Okay, sorry.
It may not share the sound. Is there a sound with the video? Martina, maybe turn your sound on. Is there a sound with the video?
Sorry. Continue.
A salamander procession is the top event of the entire carnival. Tradition of salamander was founded by a student of famous mining academy in Banská Štiavnica. It was ceremonial procession of academic students on important occasions. The entourage formed about 500 academic students.
Salamander procession is the top event of the entire carnival. It leads by the chief shaped with a wooden lizard in his hand, symbolizing the tale of origin of the mines. And the traditions continue each year in these days.
The St. Anton Museum always organizes hunting festivals and Huber Days at the turn of August and September, and beautiful barrack mansion and its natural park.
It also includes many special activities, for example, nationwide competition in luring deers, a competition in shooting with historical weapons, or shooting with bows. Andrea?
Yeah, sorry. European Festival of Humor and Satire, called Kremnica Gags, is a unique festival of good humor and satire with the participation of the top theater, cabaret, and music groups from Slovakia and abroad.
The festival has been held late summer since 1981 in different places in ancient town of Kremnica, for example, in clubs, courtyards, or in squares.
The program consists of alternating theater actors and music groups, showing of films, grotesques, exhibition of caricature, and other artists present their best performances.
And now I would like to present to you the three most interesting itineraries in the Central Pohronie region. So Zvolen is the one of the oldest settlements in Slovakia. It is the biggest town in Central Pohronie, and the dominant site and also symbol of Zvolen is Zvolen Castle. Today, the Zvolen Castle houses the National Gallery, and since 1974, every summer in the castle courtyard, it's held outdoor professional theater festival called Zvolenské hry zámořské.
The Pustý hrad site is on a hill above the town. It occupies an area of almost 8 hectares and ranks among the biggest castle ruins, not only in Slovakia, but also in Europe.
And also there is Borová hora, which is a terrain hill with a bubbling lake, and 3 mineral springs emerge from a valley of Hron. And the river is a strategical control point. The name of Borová hora comes from pine type of vegetation of this hill, and the specific vegetation at the site was the basis for establishment an area of popular arboretum.
Kremnica was one of the richest towns of the Kingdom of Hungary. Today it's the center of tourism and recreation. The central area of the town is the Stefanikov Square with its dominant, which is the town castle and the Gothic church of St. Catherine, both in the 15th century.
Please going to conclude. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Local mine is established in 1322 and it's oldest in the world and belongs to the oldest consciously operating enterprises. There is also a museum of coins and medals, which is often sought after. And the last one is Banská Štiavnica.
Banská Štiavnica, jewel of Slovakia, belongs to the historical most important towns of Slovakia. It's on UNESCO World Heritage List. It was known as the Silver Town due to silver ore it was extracted here. Here was founded the first technical mining academy.
The town is full of authentic monuments and of its famous history. And the main landmark of the city center is also an old castle, which is now a museum. And there is also a new castle. It has stood on opposite hill since 1571. There is also a Baroque Calvary in Banská Štiavnica. It is not to be missed. It is from 23 buildings located on the beautiful hill of Banská Štiavnica.
Okay.
It's also
I invite you to close your presentation here. The time is limited, and
thank you very
if
much.
you want a final remark, very short, please.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're right. Just in time. Thank you. Thank you.
We will be glad to
Patricia,
welcome you.
your comment, please.
To say I was really interested to hear about the Slovakian pearl of the European spa industry, because right now there is a lot of research on spa towns in Europe, and there is the discussion of a serial multinational nomination. I was wondering if Slovakia also contributed to that. I wanted to suggest to you that your two themes, water and minerals, were very nicely threaded through, could have been stronger, and your whole presentation could have been on the theme of the water and the minerals, with the beer, of course, included, because of the important water making the beer is a characteristic. So thank you. And the question, is Slovakia working with the spa towns efforts? Because that may be something you could continue to contribute to.
I think should be better in Slovakia.
Yeah, so you might want to, as students, you might want to...
We should use our potential. So
yeah, you might want to look into the spa town work and see if the Slovakian spa history can be an important part.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dominika.
Thank you
Thank you,
much.
Martina. I send our best regards to Eva.